let's go.
Cheers, everyone, and welcome to Texas on Tap with Miss Helen, and hello to producer Kyle. How's it going?
Hey, it's good. I've found a stationary position for a few minutes,
I bet
and
that
I'm in.
feels good.
Yeah, it's nice. I've been driving a lot the last couple days, and we're in Harrisonburg, Virginia, for the next 12 hours, just chilling. So
You have been burning the miles.
yeah, getting through it. We played in Richmond, Virginia last night. It was fun, and we're playing in like somewhere north of Philadelphia tomorrow. But we've got a friend here in Harrisonburg, Virginia, that we're hanging out with tonight. So
That's
taking it
so
easy.
look. You're looking great. It agrees with you.
Well, sorry, what?
You're looking great. It agrees with you. The traveling, yeah, you're looking
Yeah, I mean,
good.
it makes me happy.
Looking
I'm
all spunky over there.
missing my lady, but other than that, I like
I
what I'm
know.
doing.
I was wondering about that.
Yeah,
Okay.
making it work. Let's talk
Yeah.
about music.
Yeah. We got some great music to share with everyone on this episode. I guess I'll go ahead and jump in.
Cool, do it.
So I was so excited because, of course, I've known Rich O'Toole for a long time, and he has a new single out to radio. I was so excited when he got something out to radio, and it's called "Texas Is My Home." It's a very good, just all around good song, and Rich's voice. He has one of the actually, I think, the most unique voice that is in music. But this is what I did with this song. I tore it apart because everybody knows that Rich O'Toole is a foodie, right?
Hmm.
So he mentions food 8 times in this.
Eight
Okay,
times.
this is what Miss Helen did. Rich, I love you, son, so much.
That's
Tacos,
hilarious.
Whataburger, white bread, barbecue stains, fajitas, pinto beans, rice, and enchiladas. But
Oh
basically,
man.
the whole theme of the song, it's such a proud Texas song. No matter where I travel, Texas is my home. But I just, the first time I heard it, I was like, here we go. I knew he was going to throw the food in. And so I'm not going to make a big deal of this because we know that Rich has the big thing about beans and chili.
Hmm.
Okay. So I've solved the whole problem because this is how we do it. Because when we make chili, excuse me, when we make chili, and a lot of people do this that I know, the next day when it's left over, we make homemade enchiladas out of it.
You
So
make
you don't
homemade
want
what? Enchiladas?
enchiladas, yes,
Oh
with our
shit.
chili. So I make beans on the side. So we serve the beans with the chili because we don't want beans in the enchiladas, right?
Mm.
Okay. Rich O'Toole problem solved.
That's gonna go viral.
But seriously, that's how we do it. So moving up next on my list is the Panhandlers supergroup. They
Hmm.
have a new single out, title cut from their recently released album. It's called Tough Country. And of course, the Panhandlers includes Josh Abbott, Cleto from Flatland, John Bauman, William Clark Green. This song is so heavy in lyrics. This song just takes you back to the old days, yet current. I mean, like the chorus, slice of heaven holding up against hell. This land is what I am, tough country. And, it's like in your questions, why do we settle here? There's rattlesnakes, there's prickly pear, all the dangers. But then there's the beauty of it too when everything's great, like when the grass turns green because the pond is full and the cows are fed, enjoy it while it lasts. So it's just a great song, kind of takes you away. So I love that one from the Panhandlers. It's out to radio. And now we're going to open the tap room door for our friends, the Western Express and Flower of the Rio Grande. That's the Western Express, Flower of the Rio Grande. It's gorgeous, and you have to see the video also.
Oh, I didn't know there was a video. I gotta go check that out.
Yes, there's a video and it really brings the whole story together, but you just got to hear it. So check it out some more and it's at radio right now.
Yeah, it's just that's such a unique vocal melody in that tune, and I guess their style is kind of like that. It's got like this spooky element, but it's not like, dark music. It's just got this like super unique thing.
I
So
know. I
I
love
love
them.
those guys.
I do too. And it's like I preach about the Western Express as much as I can ever.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. They got good stuff, and just great guys.
absolutely. Okay, let's keep it rolling. This is my buddy Timlightyear. He put out a new song to streaming today, and we'll put this one in the tap room as well. It's called "Make My Way to You." Brand new from Timlightyear, "Make My Way to You." Oh man, what do you think about this song? I'm curious because
Nice
he's a
and
new name,
nice.
right?
Yeah. Nice and smooth, but he does a lot. He's a producer
Yeah.
and singer, songwriter. And I like the song. It's different and it just kind of flows and it gets your attention and it held my attention. the whole
Hmm.
time.
Cool. The reason I asked for your feedback first is because I am a little biased. He produced some music that I did. So he's a friend of mine, but I also think he's
Okay.
phenomenally talented. He played with Shane Smith for years and
Yes,
years.
yes.
And now he's doing his own solo thing. He's put a couple songs out, but this is the first of a big upcoming release. So we'll have him on the show for sure in the coming months. And the thing about this song that stood out to me is like how pleasant the music, the instrumentals are,
That's
but
it.
then his vocals are just like raw, powerful, emotional, and the way that contrasts is really cool. It almost kind of like reminded me of a Jason Isbell type thing where it's just
Hmm.
like so
Hmm.
powerful
Hmm.
and emotional, but like pretty at the same time, you know?
Hmm.
Um, Harmonies were good. It's another thing, and this is just kind of a dorky comment for him, but that yeah, right in the choruses at the end is like the climax of the story multiple times in every chorus. And I just thought that was awesome. So great tune from Tim. And then let's see, moving on. I've got a couple songs that actually both of my other two picks are about kind of like wrapping up the school year, moving on to the next chapter of your life.
Yes.
So Jaylee Gandy, I want to talk about her new song called Down the Road, just came out today. This song is a huge step forward in every single way from the last tune we covered
Hmm.
of hers. It's the songwriting is like almost expert level, like melody and lyric writing. The production is fantastic. It's got all these crazy, cool little elements and layers that just make it incredible, and her voice is just like amazing. So
I love that song. And she
yeah.
sounds, I don't know if you're familiar, but this is more on the gospel side. Her voice sounds a little bit like Lauren Dangle. She kind of
Oh
reminded me,
yeah.
yeah, she kind of reminded me of her a little bit, but
Whoa.
I love that song. Like I listen to it over and over and it's great. And yes, the timing is perfect. And it's funny because I had on my notes to talk about upcoming graduation songs and class songs. And then you
Yeah.
sent these over because the other one kind of too. Anyway,
Yep.
I won't interrupt. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, so this one is graduating high school and, moving on,
Mm.
looking back, reflecting on those 4 years. Now, our buddy Clayton Mullen, who it probably seems like he pays us to talk about him on this show because I talk about every single thing he does, but I just love him. Like, that's just genuinely how good he is. So he is graduating college this year. And as we talked about with him on the podcast, that's that was a tough decision that he chose to go and do that and stay in
Hmm.
Texas and pursue college before jumping into Nashville and trying to take this thing to the next level. So he put out a new song today called "Where the Time Goes." It's the similar thing, reflecting on 4 years at college and then kind of a closure to this, good period in his life and looking back on it, but also like the close to a new beginning, or closing the last chapter,
Right,
moving
right.
on. So I don't know. Everything Clayton touches is gold. I think he's awesome. I
Yeah.
actually got to meet him in person for the first time. I guess what was that, last weekend with Bree? We played that show in Fort Worth and ran into
Oh,
him and his
cool.
girlfriend. So that was cool.
That's awesome. Yeah, he's super good.
Yeah, so good. So that's I guess our six tunes. More than music creations. If you guys follow us on Facebook, then you saw the little picture that I shared of that cool little guitar enclosure with our line of jewelry that they had set up. So I mean, I don't even know what to tell you at this point. If you haven't gone and checked them out, you're straight up tripping. Uh,
It's amazing.
it's
It's
so cool.
amazing. I
Yeah,
love it. Love
yeah.
it.
And we'll be launching our merch line really soon, and we've got those one of a kind jewelry sets. So just to give a little tease here, we've got uh one of a kind Jarrett Ray Reddick set is going to be in the store. We've got a one of a kind John Bauman set. We've got a John Stork set. We've got a Bree and Paul combo set, along with a couple other that are going to be in there. So you're just gonna have to check it out, guys. At some point, you're not gonna have the chance to grab these pieces. So
Hmm.
as soon as they launch, you got to get in there and look at them and grab them.
Yes. Yes. Awesome stuff. More than music creations. Love, love, love it. Okay.
Mhm.
Ready to look at the chart? CD
Yeah.
Extraction Texas, top five for this week. Curtis Grimes at five with Cowboy Constitution. He made a big move from nine to five.
Hmm. I
Ken
remember when
Fo's
that
at
song came out.
I know I was fixing to say that. And nobody works nine to five anymore. It's like 5 a.m. to wherever.
Right.
Okay, number four, Ken Fo, Sunny and 72. Flatland Cavalry Mountain Song went from number one to number three. William Clark Green moved up to number two from three with Any More. And I actually went on my Wade Bowen binge this past weekend. And I love this song. He's at number one with Honky Tonk Roll.
Hey, there we go.
Yeah. So, Texas Country Music Chart, number five is William Clark Green with Any More. Randy Rogers Band's Fast Car was number one. They at four with Fast Car. I already said that right. Okay, number three, Jam This Heart of Mine. Number 2, Ken Fo, Sunny and 72, and Wade Bowen, Honky Tonk Roll is number
Dang.
1. And Texas Regional Radio Report, oops, I had it down at the bottom because I like to look down. Okay. Number 5 this week is Wade Bowen's Honky Tonk Roll. Sunny and 72, Ken Fo. Cowboy Constitution is at 3. Curtis Grimes. 11 All Night, Jesse Robb Jr. is at number 2. And Flatland Cavalry is at number 1 with Mountain Song. So that's a look at the charts for this week
Nice.
for
Nice,
country
nice.
music. Now, I have to tell you, have you heard what's going on in Kyle, Texas?
Oh God, you're like the
And your name is
80.
Kyle. It's like everybody asking you that.
Ugh.
Kyle,
It
you're
had
gonna
been
go. You're gonna go to Kyle,
it's
Texas
been
on May
about it's been at
21st.
least 48 hours since anybody said anything about it, and now you just like gave me trauma. I'm having to relieve it. At least 100 people in the last week have been like, "Hey, Kyle, go to Kyle, be a part of history." And it's like,
Yeah.
I've been seeing this shit for the last 4 years, and I haven't had the chance to go, and I probably could go this year. And I don't even know why I'm hating. It's just annoying at this point
That
because
is
so many people
hilarious.
have told me.
That is hilarious.
But I mean, yeah, it's a cool thing and it's close, so I probably should go. But now I just have like this negative outlook on it because like everybody and their mom's like, "Hey, get down to Kyle, Texas." You know what
I
I mean?
have to tell you, Ron wears your t-shirt all the time.
Oh, sweet. I love
Yeah.
that.
And what is it? I knew Kyle before he was Garrett. Is that
Yeah.
what's on your shirt? Yeah.
Yeah.
He had it on the other day and I was just like, man, Kyle would be so proud. I gotta take a picture one day.
Hell yeah.
Because like somehow it was my t-shirt, and usually it's opposite. Like usually I'm getting in his stuff. Like I'll wear his
Mm.
fishing shirts, or I'll grab a t-shirt, or especially jackets, and then whatever. And I'm like, this is weird because usually it's the opposite. Usually I'm the one taking your t-shirts and oh t-shirt, but that's okay.
It's just a little too big, huh?
No, it's just I don't know why he got attracted to that. He even took it to the Virgin Islands.
Oh, yeah. I remember you telling me that actually.
It's
That's
just
awesome.
weird. He's just weird like that.
I love it. Love it. Love it. What do you got going on this weekend?
Let's see. Well, I tell you every weekend, and it definitely happens. Like, well, it's probably going to be pretty chill. Oh man,
Mhm.
last weekend we had so many friends come by, then the kids had come by, and it's like it was nonstop. But the
Yeah.
thing is, oh, and so last week when we were recording, remember when I got a little distracted because I was fixing to go fishing? I smoked them that day.
Hey.
And
Yeah.
so this is where I looked at the forecast, and Saturday looked really, really good. This is how the weather is so crazy, especially when it comes to the water and on the coast. So we were like, we called, it was our nephew that's from Katy.
Mhm.
He had just celebrated his birthday, and we're like, Chris, why don't you come down and fish? We'll take you fishing Saturday. So he comes. It was blasting. It was like ripping like 30 miles an hour. And I mean, it was like your face got sandblasted. I felt like I got a facial, and it was terrible. It was just terrible. And then after that, we had like more people come in, so friends and
Hmm.
hanging out, having a good time.
Cool. You're gonna have to keep me updated on the weather in Texas the next couple weeks.
It's
I
been
mean,
it's been crazy. They
I
had
heard it
like
was insane.
grapefruit size hail in the Waco area
Grapefruit?
last night. Yes. There was some
What?
bad storms that came through. And of course, by the time it got to us, our atmosphere is a little more stable, so we didn't have like severe thunderstorms.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just getting those spring frontal boundaries coming through, and so they're
Hmm.
like, especially up Dallas Fort Worth area, it's like really bringing them some
They're getting
unstable weather.
smacked. Damn, that's
Yes.
crazy.
Yeah, there was this one video on the news where somebody had filmed it from their house and their swimming pool, and it was just like bounce, and there was a big cow that was walking through the hail that was coming down. Like it's all over the internet and the new like weather sites and things like that.
And that was
Yes.
in Waco?
Yeah, that was in Dublin. I'm not sure where that is.
Oh, Ireland? No.
No, there we go with all of
Yeah,
our
yeah.
Paris, Texas.
Yeah,
There's
did you know there's a Springfield in every single state?
didn't know that.
I didn't either, but I've seen like 10 of them in the last 3 days.
Because oh yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Funny fun fact. But
Mhm.
man, that's crazy. Well, I guess we'll probably be getting that soon. Well, like I said, we're gonna be in Pennsylvania tonight, technically, for the listener. So I'm sure we'll see the brunt end of that storm.
Yeah,
But
everything moves that way. Other than that, it's beautiful. It looks good outside.
yeah,
The wind is all laid. Anyway,
I see some sun behind you.
and it's looking like it'll be good offshore. Few days.
Oh,
Mhm.
there you go.
That could be a plan.
Yeah, for sure. Let's do a podcast offshore. Call me from the. I don't think that'll
Oh,
work. You probably won't have no service.
there is no service. That's the one thing I like about going offshore is it because it's like that's the one time you just put your phone away because
Check out.
it's not going to work. That's why you always have your radio on the, we have the radio that every boat
Right, right, right.
person operator should have for emergencies. And so we have the radio, and it's just kind of like it's kind of nice sometimes not
Yeah.
to be picking up the phone and be concentrating and focusing on your catch and fishing and moving from spot to spot. And it's always so gorgeous out there. And then once you get back into getting close to the jetties, like we'll be coming in, we'll probably get to about 5 miles in, and then everybody's phones just starts blowing up. It's
Yeah.
kind of like when you fly and you take it off airplane mode and everybody's phone
Right.
is
How many miles out do you go?
oh, there's times we've been like with when I fish offshore tournaments, we'll go 50, 60.
Oh God, that's scary.
It's fun.
Yeah, that
It's
just
not
seems like
scary.
you're way out there. You're seeing like crazy dinosaur whales and shit.
No, it's fun. I love it. I love it. Yeah.
Oh man. Okay, well you go do that while I'm driving a bunch of buffoons around the country.
Okay.
All right. Who do we have this week? I don't even know what's going on in life right now. Oh, Scotty Alexander. That was an awesome
Oh,
conversation.
love Scotty. Yes.
Yeah. So if you
That
haven't
was
checked that
good.
one out, do that. And then I guess next week we've got one with a new up and comer that we recently found and we're able to squeeze in. So I'm really excited about that one. Charlie McCabe.
Mm-hmm.
He's an Aggie. Now he's a Houston area boy. He's got new songs out, a bunch of new stuff coming out. That was a cool conversation. And then down the road we've got Jordan Rayner and Austin Gillum, two also very fascinating interviews. So
Yeah, Austin was really interesting. And then of course Jordan, she's just amazing.
yeah, she had all
Great
kinds of cool.
stories.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Awesome story. She's a great storyteller.
Yeah. If you don't follow Jordan Rayner on social media, you have to.
Yeah, especially on
She's
TikTok.
she's awesome.
She's
Yes.
real funny. Okay. Well, thank you guys as always for listening. And if you like what we're doing, like us back or show us, prove it.
Yeah.
You can do all the things. You can hit 5 stars on Apple Podcasts. You can follow us on YouTube. You can, I think, rate us on YouTube. Sorry, on Spotify. On YouTube, you can subscribe and like the videos. You can share. Um, if you don't want to do any of that, just share one episode with one person or like
Hmm.
15 people, whatever you prefer. But you know, we just need to get the word out. We keep spreading, keep growing, getting
Hmm.
the more people that listen and the more people that support us and love what we're doing the way that you do, if you're still listening at this point, the cooler opportunities that present themselves to us. We can get cooler guests. We can have better recordings. We can do a lot more stuff in person. We can have shows. We can do all kinds of cool stuff. So
Yes, that's in the works. And also speaking of shows, I was just fixing to say, and you and I both see that all the great shows that are going on in the state with our Texas artists, get out to a show locally, look up your stuff and go to those venues and support it and get out in your community with your friends, and nothing like going to a live music show.
nope, that's one hell of an experience, especially in Texas.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, good note to end on.
All right. Cheers.
Cheers.